My cousin, who's a heart surgeon, it was a family reunion, and he overheard me talking about how I was pretty sure I could do surgeries, and he was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, listen, it's just hydraulics. It's the same as bleeding the brakes or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just hydraulics.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not saying I know anything about medicine, or even anatomy for that matter. But if you put YouTube, where's a gallbladder or whatever, um,
That's our new medical podcast. Where's that gallbladder? With Dr. Monty Scott.
I'll come in with what's the metal thing on my head there? I don't even know what it's supposed to do.
What is that thing?
Is that the game where they put the words and we have to try to give you clues? Is that the thing?
Yeah, I have King Kong written on it for some reason, and they're like, I don't know. He's gonna make you he's gonna play a guessing game with it. And then I was like, get in there, you start working the hydraulics, and I was like, listen, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm gonna lose some people, of course.
Right.
But
well, every great doctor does. Every great amateur surgeon loses some people.
But I was like, you give me 100 or 200 what were people going to be corpses, I'm going to start getting some successes out of this thing. We're going to make it happen. And so my cousin was like, well, to be fair, a trained monkey could do surgery. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking about becoming my own.
I would put you in the top 10% of trained monkeys. Not just surgeries, not just in any kind of genre.
Well, thank you, Daryl. Yeah.
Except for you're not trained. So monkey.
That's how much better I am than the monkeys. I don't even need the training.
Compared to a monkey, you don't need the training.
No, compared to a monkey. Yeah, compared to a doctor, really could use the training, but it depends what we're working with. I'm just telling you, we're going to get that hydraulics going.
Well, I'll be right there with you. Well, we could do like a duo,
Yeah. You could recommend people to me if you're like, listen, you don't have the money for the surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We get Doug Ford in for another 4 years. You might have that opportunity, Monty.
That's true. I'm going to have to make money for my own surgeries. Well, if I can, I'll see if I can work my PC points into getting some sort of lab
surgery?
coat. Oh. Once I get the lab coat and an office.
And then this thing.
Oh yeah, get that thing on there.
That's called.
Yeah. Get that in there, and then we'll start talking.
Isn't that like a mirror or something?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know.
Is it a light? I would think it would be
surely
a light.
It's not a mirror, is it?
Maybe it's a light. I think, Nick, that's probably the best guess.
No, but it's metal, right? It's just a flat metal thing.
Yeah. Is there a mirror? I don't know.
It's like a stethoscope, but it's not.
No.
I love the idea of a mirror. Just like look into your own eyes and ask yourself if you tell me the right, or like what kind of mind games would a doctor be playing, showing you a mirror?
It's kind of like a dentist when they put that little thing in so they can see what they're doing. The little mirror-like thing. That is a mirror-like thing.
Oh, that's weird. It is a mirror.
Oh,
yeah. The mirror would be facing the patient, wouldn't it?
It's known as a head mirror. It helps ENTs, your ear, nose, and throat doctors visualize various body cavities of interest. I don't know how it does that.
Another mirror? Wow.
Sounds like a regular Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Body cavities of interest, Gina?
I don't know if you guys know. I'm practically a trained monkey because I'm the one that said mirror. So that was pretty good.
Yeah. This guy's easily cracked the top 10 with that. Monkey would still be looking around, looking at his own shit, and you're like, I already found the mirror.
No, a monkey would be looking at himself in the mirror. They love that.
Yeah, that's true. Who doesn't?
Anyway, everybody, welcome to Where's That Bar Cart? We're not going to lie to you. We don't have a guest this week, so it's just us talking about our favorite moments from surgeries over the last few years.
No. We're planning, if the podcast doesn't work out, we're planning our second jobs, which is surgeons.
Yeah, we just get a van, drive around the Danforth, like Scarborough, and we're making $100, $200 a year at least.
Yeah. Where's that gallbladder?
It's like a food cart. Oh, food. Where's that?
Where's that food cart?
Where's that Dr. Cart?
Where's that orthopedic surgeon cart?
The famous medical term, Dr. Cart.
We could say Doc Cart. It's
Yeah.
it's catchier. Harder to
Like,
say.
you wouldn't know it by looking at this van, but it is completely sterile.
Yeah, right.
We have sterilized this van at all times.
I love that.
Yeah, we could. Well, I was gonna say you can always start in areas of conflict if you want to warm up.
That would be fun.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, listen, I've lost a lot of people there. Like, no one asked you to go.
Yeah.
Well, I was just trying to help.
Since the
I
four
needed
of us ended
experience.
up in Ukraine, suddenly they're losing the war. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a lot of.
Canada has sent their 4 top amateur surgeons to Ukraine.
Well, that's almost like sending some of our best monkeys there. Give us a break. We're trying. We're doing everything we can. We're pulling out all the stops.
We're
We
doing good
clearly
work.
haven't planned anything for this episode, but we didn't want to miss a week. I don't think we've run out of guests. I think it just didn't
No,
work out
we,
this
we
week.
just had some, there's been a lot going on.
There has been a
with-
lot going
with
on.
the 4 of us.
Yeah,
Nick just did a world tour and he's back.
I did. Yeah,
He's the only one golfing.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
It is the downside. It's the bleak
I
months
know.
of winter here. The golf season seems close, but it feels not close in this area of the world.
The other
Right.
day I was doing my hair and I grabbed a golf tee and like parted my hair with it.
Wow.
And I was like, that's very sad that's what
Yeah.
I'm using that golf tee for.
Wow.
Yes. Dark
Or
moment.
it's brilliant innovation.
I mean, thank you. Thank
Yeah, I mean, that's how you're gonna sell your tea company.
you.
Like, you can also put this in your hair. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. Doubles as an accessory.
Have you guys started thinking about the golf season at all?
I was thinking about going to a simulator this
Oh,
weekend.
That's a great idea.
Oh,
Although
yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we were talking with my friend Nikos about it as well a couple weeks ago, but we didn't end up going.
yeah, we should do that.
So in Toronto, where's the best place to go where there's a simulator?
There's one on O'Connor that's really
Yeah,
pretty
there's
cool.
one really close to us.
Yeah.
You're in the other end, so I don't know about the other.
No.
There used to be one off of
There's one on King Street
Kim-
now that I think about it.
There's a lot around. It's just that some of them
There
are
are a lot.
expensive. Like in the middle of the city, it's pretty expensive. You know how same as like everything. If
Right.
the further out you go somewhere, it's a little bit cheaper.
Mm.
Because I think the one by us is like $20 an hour, so that's like pretty good for if you get 4 people out. It's
Oh, that's good.
yeah, that's
almost-
less
it's
than
almost free.
$10 an hour. Yeah.
I can barely stay in my house for less than $10 an hour.
There's one near-ish to me on Carlaw, and you can bring your own booze because they don't have like a bar or anything. So you can bring
That is
booze or
just
food or
tremendous.
whatever. So,
That's awesome.
Monty, I'm sure you've got some White Claws in your golf bag right now. You could just show up with your golf bag and some White Claws.
And he already has his golf outfit on. Look at him. He's ready to
It's
go.
true. I know.
Yeah, I got the the Raptors. Yeah, no, I got a new golf bag and I've already got it filled with White Claw, and
There you go.
got it filled with a little bit of vodka, a little bit of milk.
Sounds boring.
That milk is going to be something else by the time you
like-
finally make it to a golf
Oh,
course.
that'd be like, is there a surgeon around? If I made one mistake, it was drinking milk that I left lying around for a couple of months. Is this our doctor? No, he's not a doctor, but he does surgeries.
I did when I was in Ottawa doing stand-up. I did go to the Ottawa Golf Expo, which was very underwhelming, unfortunately.
Oh,
However, it was like literally just used clubs and old clothes, like clothes from a few years ago, and then just a bunch of golf courses that were trying to sell passes. It
Oh.
was not very much fun. However, I did get to meet, I got to meet in person one of our past guests, Mr. Scott
I was
McLeod.
about
Yeah.
to say, yeah, he was there.
He recognized me right away. I was really freaked out by that.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty cool. And a Red Rooster was there. Kerry Mower was attending, but they were so busy I couldn't even talk to him. I tried 3 times to talk to Kerry and introduce myself, but he was too busy. So look out for Red Rooster. But yeah, unfortunately, underwhelming golf expo.
But
Oh.
wasn't it nice to meet Scott McLeod?
Yeah, it was great. Scott was such a nice guy. He was very supportive of the pod. Yeah, in fact, I don't know. We should talk about that? Yeah, whatever. He was like, "Hey, it'd be great on your show. You should get this DJ from Ottawa, Jenny. Would be fantastic to be on your show." And I was like, "Yeah, she stood us up twice." And he's like, "Oh no, did she really?" And I was like, "Yep, she sure did." So we stopped asking. And then he was like, "Okay." So we were kind of joking. He's like, "Oh, we'll work on her. We'll work on that." So as I was leaving, I went to say bye to Scott. And he said, "Oh, I need to introduce you to someone." And he brings this gentleman over and introduces me. And he says, "This is Jenny's husband. So you can get him to work on her to come on the podcast." So, yeah, Jenny, we're coming for you. That sounded way more threatening than I wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was very nice. It was just
She was very, very nice. Yes.
Things didn't work out. It was back when we were brand new. We didn't even have Gina yet. We weren't.
No, we had no idea.
We didn't have a celebrity from that zombie show Up the Creek or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it is Up the Creek. Gina, we're talking about The Last of Us.
Okay.
Gina's like, Gina doesn't know we're talking about.
Is that what it's called?
Gina's on her IMDb right now looking up the creek to see if she was in it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Daryl, like that's the biggest show out there right now. You're like, I think it's Up the Creek. I'm like, I don't know.
Is it a British panel show? No.
I don't
Have I
believe
seen it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, in fairness, I haven't seen it, but I'm aware of it. Kids keep tugging at my coat and asking me about it, and I'm like, listen, just get out of here, kid.
In fairness, I'm now in my 50s and I've become my father. So just amazing. I came up with Up the Creek. It was 3 words.
Did your dad have the moxie to come up with those kind of wild guesses? I think.
I'm pretty sure if you ask my father right now if you've ever heard of Last of Us, I'm pretty sure. As a man who's been dead since 1997, not a chance.
Not a chance. But he would still come up with something like, I don't know, if it's something to do with a creek.
So there's no question at the end of it?
No.
No question mark. It's a solid, confident statement.
Well, shouldn't it be
it's like a half.
Am I the last of us? Would that make sense?
I do like that. It was like, surely I can't be the last.
Last of Us, not The Last of Us. Wait, it is.
Oh.
Wait, it is The Last of Us.
I think it is The Last of Us.
It is.
I didn't play the video game, but I was aware of it.
Gina, greater impact on your life being in an episode of The Last of Us or being asked to be a host of this podcast?
Oh, guys, can't even compare. Obviously, host.
I mean, we're no Pedro Pascals. You put us all, the 3 of us together, we can't even come close to one Pedro Pascal. But
who's
I mean,
is that the star of the show?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Just look him up. Just type in Pedro Pascal daddy. See what you get.
What?
Daddy.
Why? What just happened?
And no, I don't mean your dad, Daryl.
That's not it. Can I tell you a terrible story that happened to me last week after a show? Speaking of daddy.
Yeah.
I did a show. I opened for a friend of ours, Nick Reynoldson.
Very nice.
And I had a very good set. They chanted my name when I left. It was that good. So I had a hell of a high. And then I'm standing out by the bar at the end of the show. And these 2 women came up to me and they said that they wished I was their father.
Oh.
And
how old were they, do you think, Daryl?
I would say in their 20s to the early 30s. And to say I went from the high of having people chant my name to the lowest I've ever had in my 25 years of being a professional stand-up comedian, I literally just walked away. I didn't even know what to do. I'm like, I had to leave.
Well, yeah, what an unusual desire.
Yeah, they said you'd be a really fun dad, and
Jesus.
Oh, that's what they said. Wow.
Yeah.
And you said, I don't want to be your dad.
I didn't even say that much. I just said, wow. And then I walked out.
I had a interestingly close experience, but at the start of a show to you, Daryl. So before I'd even gone on stage. So I was hosting last week at Absolute Ottawa, and you know, when they start the show, when they turn out all the lights, you know, I if there's no one really, if there's a free seat or something to the left of the stage, I'll sit down. So I sat down at a table and there was 4 women there, and I thought that they figured what was going on, that I was the host just waiting to go up. And I was like, "Are you guys having a good time tonight? Are you excited for the show?" And this woman, their young woman, goes, "Excuse me, we're having a girls' night." And I was like, "Oh, I'm just about to go on stage, but thanks for rejecting me." And then they were mortified because they realized that I was going to go on stage and talk about it, which I absolutely did. But so I got rejected before I even tried. And then so I'm going on stage to start a show with just rejection in my mind. So that was a good way to start.
Imagine if they yelled for their father to come get rid of you, and I came up, just threw you out.
Daryl, it's me.
Well, happy
kids.
International Women's Day.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You should have started him off, Nick, with him like, "Listen, excuse me, I'm about to go to the bathroom and get a hand job. Was not talking to you that way. Excuse me. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to the bathroom."
I am going to picture you, though. I just pointed to one of them, not the other 3.
Now you've changed it.
You took back ownership, Nick. Good job.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do. That's what I tried to do.
So was it a rough start? Were you nervous because of that?
No, I was kind of made me into it. Like, it put me in a good mood. It was funny. So I knew I had something to talk about, and they were mortified that I was going to talk about them. So it was great. And then it turned out that the girl who had rejected me literally broke up with her boyfriend like 2 days before. Hence, they were having the whole girls' night out, and yeah. It was,
And you guys
it
are
was
married
fun.
now.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
are together. We
Yeah.
had a shotgun Ottawa wedding, and
Congratulations.
thank you.
So
Thanks.
did you tell her? It turns out, Miss, it was your baggage, not mine. Well,
But yeah.
you know what? Actually, that reminds me of golf, Nick. I always find in golf, once all is lost,
Why am I already laughing?
you start to really play better because you're like, listen, if I
Yeah.
even live through this round, and so
Right.
like you're rejected right off the top, you're like, well, it's got to be only up from here. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah, of course.
You
I
know, I
wasn't
don't want
even-
to diminish what Monty just said, but aren't you a little proud of him that he tried to bring that back to golf?
I know. I was like, you've been on 3 seasons of a golf podcast.
Yeah,
haven't
the
you?
growth that showed.
Oh yeah, I tell you. You know what? Besides the screen of all 3 of you guys, I also have notepad here, big lettering. It's a golf podcast. So I always look back to that. I look away from you guys and I look to be like, hey, you know what? Bring up golf every now and again.
Kira's just walking around in the background, just in golf regalia and broadcasting equipment, just to remind him. No.
Yeah, she's got a ring girl thing on that says hole 1, hole 2. Like, somebody please pay attention to golf at some point.
Guys, I'm looking at Pedro Pascal, and I don't think that he's that impressive.
All
my
the women are
God.
swooning, Daryl.
Yeah, women swoon over ugly guys. They can be convinced that good looking or ugly guys are good looking. Let's talk about that on International Women's Day.
I don't think the man's good, bad looking, but
No, but I don't
He's
think-
got a lot of charisma. Like, he is very, I think it's his personality plus the like strong roles that he plays, but he's actually like quite personable. It's
Was-
sort of
was
that
he the-
mix of like strong, sensitive, funny, all
Was
that.
he the one who killed you?
No, he wasn't, but he found me once I was
Mm.
killed. He like stepped over me.
no.
He did
Well,
Sort
Yeah.
of stepped over you.
yeah.
Yeah, Daryl, the show is not about the world's craziest serial killer where somebody has taken out the whole world. The Last of Us. He's killed everybody else.
Sorry, Monty. It's The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's killed everybody.
The Last of Us.
Everybody.
Surely not every. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with you. I as far as like, I don't know. He doesn't seem like. Let's just say if he was fixing my car, I wouldn't think, oh my god,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
my
yeah.
mechanic.
Yeah, I think
I'd
if
be
you're
like,
walking past him on the street, you're not going to stop and go, "Hey, is that Pedro Pascal? What's his name?"
Yeah, I'm like, are you? Yeah, I wouldn't be like, you should be in the movies. I'd be like, do you think you can do this under $300 or what?
Like,
That's
not-
Could you find my gallbladder?
Yeah, I might talk to him about like a, what do you call that, underground surgery or something. You know, he seems responsible enough.
Gina, being either on set or on a show, hosting a show, interviewing people or acting along people, what's like the most intimidated you've ever been by someone? Can you think of someone
Oh
who's intimidated you the most?
God. Yeah, Woody Allen.
Really?
On the red
Jesus.
carpet years ago, I was an entertainment reporter with Sun TV at the time. It was called.
Mhm.
We had this little entertainment show called Inside Jam,
Now
and
known as Rebel News, right?
Mm.
Let's
no,
not
no,
br- let's
no,
not bring
that's
that up.
different. That's different. That's different. We will not go there. And I had this like in my head, I built it up of like once Woody Allen, because he kind of like goes down the line like reporter to reporter on the red carpet, and I was next, and I was like, I think I'm going to do this really fun thing, because of course I could never ask normal questions, it's just like not in my DNA. And I was like, I'm going to say, a lot of your movies have very awkward moments in them. Do you want to have an awkward moment right now? And so I was like, oh, this is going to be so good. And he walks up and he's like up to here on me, like barely neck height.
Wow.
And he looks up at me with his like beady eyes. And I'm like, so a lot of your movies have awkward moments in them. Do you want to have an awkward moment right now? And I was like in my head freaking out because the intensity of this little man like looking up at me. And then he just pauses and we stared at each other, and then he goes, what, you want me to throw up on you or something? And I was like, oh my God, that's so
Extreme.
funny. But it was like one of those things where like partway through you feel your commitment to the joke like waning because you get
Yeah.
scared. That's that. And so to me, that was like for whatever reason, it was just once he came up to me, his stature, and he was like looking at me so intensely, waiting for me to say something. Weird.
Wow.
Yeah, weird that I even like remember that, but
Well, that was a gutsy move to go into a awkward off with Woody
I know.
Woody Allen.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah,
You know.
because
Like,
you could have made that
insane.
really awkward really quick.
Like it was gonna be awkward no matter what. I would come in so bold with those interviews, really bold. And I think part of it was like I wanted to outbold my anxiety. Like
Mm.
I had to like take myself up to 100 in order to be like at their level. I always had it, so I never wanted to go in being like, oh my God, like it's Clint Eastwood, ha ha ha. Like
Mm.
you can't, if you have that, I don't know if you guys feel that way, but like
Wait.
if you give yourself a moment to be intimidated by an audience or by a celebrity, then you're automatically not like underselling yourself, and then you'll fail at whatever you do.
Mm.
So I always felt like I had to go in with like the most confidence, but I learned over time, like, no, like let things breathe, let things happen naturally. Don't
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
Did you also interview Clint Eastwood?
I did. Yeah.
Whoa.
So you put Clint Eastwood beside Woody Allen. You're like, Woody Allen is so intimidating.
I found Clint Eastwood to be so kind and like charismatic and friendly to talk to. Whereas like Woody Allen, it was a weird moment. Like that's what made it intimidating, was that, well, I made it weird, obviously.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
it
say,
is
in fairness to
my
Woody.
Yeah. In
I
an
wanna be
exchange,
clear.
with Woody Allen, you were the weird one.
Yeah, I was the weird one. And then he like out weirded me just by his face.
Yeah, he's
If
like,
you
I do
said-
this for a living.
I know.
What if you said, I married my father?
Yeah.
Would that
Well, wait, isn't he like, Gina? I don't know. You've met these two, but you and I haven't met. Are
Yeah.
you? Do I gather? Are you like 5'4", 5'3"?
I'm 5'5.5", so I say
5'5.5". Okay, but he was that shorter than you,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe not even like 5 feet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I was probably in heels.
Okay. gotcha.
So maybe he's like 5'4",
Wow.
and I was 5'8" or something.
I
What
see.
the hell kind of heels you're wearing? Like, he must have been like more like 5'2" at more. You know, if you're saying he's like there.
Wait, let's look this up. I
Yeah,
am.
If I can find out what Pedro Perez looks like, you can find out.
Pedro Perez.
Well, in fairness, whatever Woody's listed at, he's shrinking. He's what is he? He's
Yeah.
must have been 75 then. He
Yeah,
might-
how
he
long
might have been
ago was
down an
that?
inch.
That was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, you're just a kid, eh?
I know.
Isn't it weird that
5.4.
at 23,
Hmm.
Gina had more success than us at
Oh my God.
near
Combined.
50? Isn't that crazy?
It's amazing.
It's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. In fairness, I'm never shooting for talking to Woody Allen, but
No.
It's true.
but talking to somebody, getting paid a good salary, doing what you want. That sounds good.
You guys talk to people all the time. What are you talking about? You're tooling around. You're
Oh, I don't talk to people ever since those two women come up to me. That's
Well,
it.
no.
There's no more talking to people.
you need to retire now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look forward to, we've got a few minutes left. Let's look forward to, we're going to make it happen. The four of us are going to play golf. soon.
Yeah.
Let's hope
Yeah.
in the next, within the next 2 months, we're going to make it happen early in the year.
Mm.
It's always a little nerve wracking when you play with someone you've never played with. But obviously Daryl and Monty and I have played a number of times together. It's no longer nerve wracking. Gina, what is your mindset going to be like going into, we've got a Saturday, and it's not going to be morning because Monty doesn't like mornings, but like Saturday, like midday tee off time. It's your
I
first
love
time
that.
playing with the three of us. What are you thinking? What's your
Oh, I'm going to
headspace like?
come in with too much confidence, just like I did the Woody Allen interview.
Excellent. Yeah.
I'm not going to live up to it, and I'll end up laughing a lot
Yeah.
and having fun immediately. Like that's
Excellent.
my arc. But I would say it is for sure intimidating to play with people right away. And you guys play a lot, you know.
Mm.
I haven't played in a while, so that I'm going to be probably really rusty, especially if it's my first time playing this
Yeah.
year. I might
Yeah,
go
yeah.
out and hit some balls before if we do have a tea time. I might practice a little bit.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to knock some of the rust off. We're hopefully hit a simulator at some point. I
Yeah,
love
we
that.
should do that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can definitely do that.
Hmm.
I love that's your MO. Come in with too much confidence. Coming in at
Yeah.
at 12.
I do. I don't
That's
know
amazing.
why. It's
That's
so
it.
strange. I also had this thing on air where I would also be really casual. So that's like the confidence thing.
Mm.
So at first, I almost didn't have enough energy for how it showed on camera. Like I would just be like, yeah. So anyway, like this sort of real like chill. And a producer pointed it out, and they're like, no, we want your energy. You're bubbly in real life. You just have to like keep that going on camera. And I was like, oh, so I think part of that coming in with so much confidence is like, I have to just be really self-aware and know I'm coming in with all that confidence. And then I have to either like keep it up or like I'll lose energy. It's weird. It's really
Well, Daryl, this is the part of the reason for our successes. Have you ever tried coming in at a 12? Maybe coming in at 12 more often, buddy.
I like coming in at a 4.
See, that doesn't get it done all the time. Sometimes
Fours
it's not
are, it's my comfort zone.
The second half of Daryl's life, he's just going to be on 12 energy all the time. The post
12
50,
confidence.
12 confidence.
What
Daryl.
happened to Daryl?
can't
He's a
wait.
screamer
Right.
now. He's a screamer.
Let me in the back of the kitchen. I'll make the curry. Let me show you Trini's how to make some curry. I'm like, oh my God, he's in the back.
What? I'm definitely not coming in no matter what level. Yell, you Trinis, let me make some curry.
oh my God. Yeah.
The Trini's would be upset at the result.
Oh yeah, everyone would be.
They're like, oh,
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
we let him in because he came in at a 12, but oh, geez.
Monty, what's your awkward story? Like Daryl and Nick have talked about doing shows and their awkward moments with the crowd. Like what's yours?
Awkward moments with the crowd. I don't know. I'm sure I've had many an awkward kind of interaction, like say after the show, but nothing that stands out where like so weird like that. I remember I got it. Well,
I think this moment is very awkward. This
Yeah.
could, this
are you
could
guys
be
feeling
it. You're,
awkward? Oh yeah,
no,
well, I
you're
mean,
coming in at a 12 right now.
I'm coming. Yeah, because I just don't know. I can't think of one that off the top of my head that was a
Have you ever been
that stands
booed?
out.
I
Oh,
have.
I'll tell you this one. One time at a Caribbean show, which I don't like to do because they're not often not the most receptive of audiences if you're not talking about Caribbean things.
Mm.
And rarely am I, because I only have a couple of minutes on chutney, and I'm like, what the hell? how much more chutney you want to talk. You know what I mean? Listen, we've been talking about chutney for 50 years before you even came here. Just let the chutney go, you know, but they don't want to, you know. So anyway, or maybe I do too much chutney, but they were kind of famously hostile in Pickering. It was like so I was doing the show, and I did about pretty much everyone bombing all the way through, and I was supposed to do 12 minutes or something like that, and I was like maybe doing 8 minutes, and these people are like, what the heck, this is just generally hostile, and then they were getting set to want to boot, and I heard some murmuring or something like that, and I was like,
When
listen,
you say they're getting set, are they like working their voice cords or like just
I don't know, I saw like more like thumbs down. I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit like that. They're a little murmury. They were, I could feel them. I was like, listen, I can feel you, Caribbean Masters. I can feel the murmury. And so I was like, listen, if you guys start bombing me, I'm gonna do 45 minutes right now. You won't be able to get me off the stage, and you're gonna listen to me for 45 goddamn minutes. And they were all like, I think he's serious. And then they were just like, they were frozen. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna do 2 more jokes, and then I'm gonna leave, or I'm gonna do 45 more minutes. It's your choice. And yeah, I left in silence, but stunned silence, I guess.
What?
Yeah,
That's really awkward.
Yeah, they were just like, I didn't even think of it as awkward, actually. I just thought it was a time I threatened some people.
And then Woody Allen walked out and said, fuck this, it's too much.
Yeah, Woody Allen's like, I'm gonna puke.
Yeah.
I think that's our episode.
That's the
guys.
episode.
Nick's got something he has to go to.
Work.
We apologize to not having a guest, but we'll be back next week with a real person we were operating on who happens to play some golf.
Exactly. It's going to be interesting to
It'd
find.
be very golfy with him.
we're bringing him back alive.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
God bless.
Thanks, everyone.
Off the fairway, and something distracted him.
All right.